Hello, today we're going to be discussing the new moon in Gemini happening on the 22nd of May 2020. May already, June is around the corner, North Node in Gemini, new moon in Gemini, and it's absolutely such a beautiful time. It really, really is. Gemini. So Gemini is ruled by Mercury, right? And Gemini is an air sign, with the twins, and Tarot is the lover card. So it's really about the duality within us, the duality around us, the good and bad within us, which is all a part of us. Every single thing is kind of like, two sides to a coin. And that's like the beauty of Gemini. And it's air. And Mercury is all about information, communication. So really, it thrives here. It really thrives here. And what can we expect with this new moon? What should we do with this new moon? Well, really, get yourself in order. Get yourself in order. That is the most important message I can say for this new moon, is to really check yourself. Get yourself in the right state of mind. Be open to new things, new experiences, a new way of living. Venus retrograde is currently happening, and Venus retrogrades in Gemini as well. Now, Venus is the planet of love, beauty, and it's also our finances, the things that we buy, because the things that we like that make us feel luxurious. And love, of course, is now in retrograde. So when a planet retrogrades, it's actually almost like it's moving backwards, but it really makes everything feel slower. We have to deal with all the stuff that we're releasing and lost. Venus retrograde happened 8 years ago. So, and around that time, we were also going through an eclipse with Gemini and Sag. So when we say the North Node is in Gemini, what it literally means is the eclipse cycles are going to start moving now from like Gemini to Sag. That's where it'll be, on that axis, and we'll be going through those shifts. And the South Node is in Sag. So all our belief systems, the things that we believe in, and Sag is ruled by Jupiter. So it's like expansion, long distance travel. It's just wild and free, our freedom, and that's being in the South Node, which is karmic. The South Node is going down. That's, if you think of the South Node going down, it's karmic now. And the North Node is our destiny, and our destiny lies in Gemini and in the Gemini attribute. So this is for all zodiac signs. We all, as a collective, are going to be embracing this beautiful energy. So our belief systems are going to be challenged. Our freedoms are going to be challenged, because that's what Sagittarius is. It's our fire, it's our passion, it's our freedom, it's our, just doing whatever and being strong in what we believe in. What we believe, we believe. That's why it's ruled by Jupiter. It's our opportunity. It's all of those things. And it's the South Node that's there. So we're going to feel we're being tested in those aspects of our life. But we have this beautiful North Node in Gemini with this new moon that is kind of saying, you know what? You can't fix anything anymore. You can't patch it up anymore. Have you ever had something break and you try and patch it up and you try and... No, you're going to chuck it. You're going to get rid of it. You're going to lose it. It's going to be goodbye. Because we're now in Gemini, and Gemini is all about young, freedom, childlike energy as well. It's a different kind of freedom. It's like the air. What's holding the air down, really? No, it's just free. It moves. So if it's not working, you're going to have to let it go. And especially when it comes to relationships, and when it comes to business too, if something isn't working right now, you got to look at the new ideas, because it's Gemini air energy, new ideas. And it's trining this Saturn in Aquarius. And Saturn's also in retrograde, so it's very introspective. But it's a trine. Air signs, they're together now. And it's like, communication, technology, thoughts, originality, moving in a new direction. What is the message? And the most important thing about Gemini is about what feels right to you. That's what it means. What intuitively feels right. What does your gut tell you? It don't matter anymore about the structure of things, how things are meant to be, how things should be. All those things are being tested right now because of the karmic south node. You know, it's like challenged. That's what, if you want to look at karma in that aspect, look at it as a challenge. It's almost like you got to learn here. Those aspects of what you thought things should be is going to be a learning experience. And the destiny of it is going to be in actually the new information. You know, what can you take from this, and what's the new message, what's the new direction, how can I fly with this since it's Gemini and it's air, what's the duality, meaning the both sides to it. Okay, so we're going to see a definite like split in things, and when it comes to society and life, and you know, just down the middle, just be where people are going to try, don't get me wrong, to hold on to their beliefs. You know, beliefs is things that we feel we believe in. It's things that we feel strongly about. And when those things are being tested, and when those things are being challenged, it's difficult for people. And that is why right now, especially with the North Node Gemini, which is going to last till 2022, right? We're going to have to really watch our mental state, because our mental state can really go through a difficult time. This would be the time I would say we would see, not just now, but like as this whole Gemini and North Node process lasts all the way till 2022. And we can expect people to feel very mentally challenged. So it's very important to check on people, check in with people. You know, don't be a pest, but you know, just check in. That's a polite thing to do, because people are going to think of the oddest things and the craziest things, and some of those ideas and new ways of doing things will be beautiful, and some of those things are going to be detrimental, where we actually think of harming ourselves, and suicide can be quite a prevalent thought during this time. So what do we do when that happens? What do we do when we feel so deeply challenged right now? Is to let go of the belief, you know. And I think personally for me, what I can honestly share with this experience of letting go, in, you know, when this whole Gemini process happened to me with the Venus retrograde in Gemini 8 years ago, and even with the eclipses back then, I can tell you when things changed in my life, and it really did in that process, it really changed, meaning like there was so much I let go of. I mean, around that time, I really moved from where I was and just went into a complete different space, and moved into different people and surroundings and all of those things. I really went on to even go deeper into holistic healing and energetic healing, and that's when I did my life alignment with master course with Dr. Jeff Levine. It was really an interesting time for me, because that's what I did. I really surrendered. I could see things all ways, all systems, and it felt so surreal. It almost felt to me like one morning I woke up and it felt like I had a dream, and the dream was like, this could be better, and there's something actually missing. Like, it just felt like a book that was missing from a shelf, and I was looking at my shelf in the dream and the book was out of place. That's more. And from that, I literally changed everything and became really just free in such a way. And it was hard. It wasn't easy. Obviously, there were, you know, people from my old life and old situations trying to hold me back, you know, because I was changing my beliefs. I was, changing my whole process. And that's the important thing with the Gemini energy. It doesn't really matter, which is a difficult thing, what other people think. It's how you feel about it. It's what rings true to you, because the truth is true for everyone in different ways. And so with that process, it was what sat well in my heart. And through that, I found my soul tribe. And that's what it's about. It's about connecting, but now connecting, not like in the big scale of Sagittarius, where it's everywhere and anywhere, long distance travel, all of that. It's about your intimate soul tribe, the people that you connect to, and moving with it in that direction, and actually seeing what doesn't work anymore. And things weren't working for me in 2012. And so I flew. And I had to let go. And I saw things fall apart. I really did. And I just knew in my heart and my soul and in everything within me that, I just knew, that I needed to make changes, and I needed to, meet different people, be a part of different circles in a sense. And in that essence, I found my soul tribe. I found people that I connected to very differently, because my ideas of what I held to myself, what I thought I felt and believed in for things to be true, changed. And that's what's going to happen with this Gemini energy of the North Node, this Gemini new moon. Don't let it break you to the point that when things start changing and shifting around you, and things are meant to fall apart, nothing lasts forever. We certainly don't last forever. So with that being said, every single moment is precious because it has a time and a place, and that time and place is then. And then it shifts into something new. It always does. But are you able to move through the energy of the new, to fly with it, to breathe it in, to take it in, and just see where it takes you? Sometimes we just need to let go. And I feel the difficult part that will be with this North Node in Gemini and the eclipses is going to happen, because we're going to have 3 eclipses. Let me tell you that. We're going to have 3 eclipses after this. We're going to have a lunar eclipse after the new moon. That will be a lunar eclipse that's going to be happening, and then we're going to have another eclipse and another eclipse. So trust me when I say the whole process of letting go is going to be something that's going to be very difficult for many souls. And you know about eclipses, things tend to shift in ways that we don't expect them to. Things unravel, things fall apart, things crash. But that's the beauty of life. That's the beauty of life. When things change, is that we have the opportunity to change with it and to see it from a different perspective. And that's called an awakening. Thank you for watching.